and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone. There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. This dimension is vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone. Fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone.
All right, welcome back, folks. So let's get started here if we can. I've got slow computer because of our activity.
I like feeling clean.
Oh, that's great for you.
I love my color Daisy. Every time I use it.
Quit interrupting my show. All right, here we go. Back to where we were. So let's scroll down just a little bit more here, please, Lord. Well, here we are, February 28th, 2023, down here, February 28th, 2023, all right, the last day of February, and we've had another event over here with another object right here, moving out slowly and drawing all kinds of material and stuff with it. Come on, play it, there you go. It's right in there. We're going to go zoom in on it real quick while it's playing. Come on. All right. You'll see our object's right in here. And it's moving out slowly. Stuff keeps splashing over it. It's right there. And we will pause right on the right frame. Right around there. Let's go forward a little bit. There we go. There's a good shot of it. Okay, you see our object right here? Here, let's even start it again. Oh, let's reverse it though. Okay, can you see the plasma draping or flowing over it when it comes out right there? It moves slowly out. There's one after another going over it as it moves out. Okay, can you see it there at the end? It's draped in plasma. You can see at the beginning there, but it's draped in plasma so many times that it doesn't emerge until kind of the end right there, okay? Boom. So we have another one of these objects causing another big CME on the sun. And when we get to the other instruments, I'm going to explain how our team, just predicted this thing coming, all right? So, that's today's event, okay? And this is not good because we're already in some dire straits, we'll say, okay? So, one more time with this while people are getting in the room and congregating and saying hi and everything. All right. You can see our object, right? Coming out right there. Boom. And other waves splashing over it as it moves out slowly. It's not a regular high-speed one. It's moving out really slowly, and these waves splash over it as it moves out, okay? Hopefully you guys can see that. I'll let it play for another second here. I need to gather myself again. It's been a very painful day. Okay. So, there it is. Moving out. You see wave after wave splashing over it as it's moving out, okay? This thing has a very strong magnetic field, and I'm going to show you why. What was it else I was going to... No, we're going straight to here because something has just happened right as I was going live again, you guys. The second time, right as I'm going live, another one of these dips in the instrument. Let's just zoom in so you guys can see. I'm just going to let the instrument do its talking. Remember I was talking about this box being yellow and this box being the burgundy? Here, let's scooch it over so we get the whole shebang, okay? You see this burgundy color, this small little box right here? I think this A box right here should be that whole color, okay? If not black, you know, for that's when we go into death territory or something, you know? My biggest fear was this. It was dropping to the seafloor. That I mean by seafloor is the bottom, the transition between B and C. This little line that runs across here, I cleverly call it the seafloor because that's what it is. It's the floor of the sea range. So anything below the seafloor, it was dropping down into B range. And I was thinking, that's not good, you know. If we ever see it drop down into A range, we're in deep shit. So here we have this first spike that I reported on the other day, and it drops clear into A range. Okay, this is not normal behavior from our sun. This is the Schumann resonance for the sun. This is the heartbeat of the sun, okay? And it's having heart attacks, okay? Like me, having heart attacks. I think I had my third one today. Unbelievable what I'm going through. I've tried to explain it to you people, but you still don't get it. And boy, do I get attacked. Woo! I'm telling you. Oh, boy, I'm going through one right now, I think. Let's, okay. Let's just study this for a second, because this is the Twilight Zone right here, okay? This should not be doing this. Once, hey, maybe it's a glitch. Twice, uh-oh, we got a problem. The third time, you know, yesterday when I was reporting, I was telling you we were going to get like a X flare or something out of this. It's going to rebound and respond with a flare. I told you guys last night I'm expecting an X flare. This sumbitch right here almost reached X class, okay? That's the one I just showed you with the object coming out, okay? This is a precursor to that object approaching the sun. Here's the exchange as it gets closer. Here it is passing the sun, and then as it trails away, we see that plasma stringing out and going back, right? We've had a few more little disruptions today. Here's another couple of, or now tomorrow. We're already getting into tomorrow now. Hopefully you guys are catching this. So, we had our rebound reaction. A rebound reaction. We have a rebound. What the think's going to come next? It ain't too hard to figure out, okay? And by the depth and width of this compared to the depth and width of that, compared to these reactions, this one doesn't look as intense as this one, thankfully. So I'm expecting an M class, just it could produce an X class flare, okay? I'm not quite sure what else we got in store for us, okay? But this is another deep indicator of another object coming out, right? Because we saw the indicator, then the object. Indicator, what's coming next? The object, all right? Let's go back here because I'm not finished yet. We're taking you folks deeper, okay? Where was I going? Lost it. Go back to it. So boom, the reaction, boom, the reaction, boom, the next reaction, and what was I saying? I was going back to this for. Oh, yes. Yes. Now I got my train of thought back. Sorry. I have 70,000 thoughts per second racing through my brain, and it is so hard when excruciating pain to focus. Ugh. And just focus on one thought pattern is. I can't even describe it, you guys. All right. You remember I was telling you about these little spikes, these little spires or whatever that are coming off the sun, being like almost like a compass needle pointing towards an inbound object, right? Because when they're inbound, this is pointing at them. When they pass, it gobbles it up and rips it away, right? I mean, we've all witnessed this several times over and over again. I believe just a little stab in the dark here, not too tough. Our next event from this, all right, our next coming event is going to come out of this area right here, or maybe it's this area. But watch as this leaves, that dies down in intensity. So when this object is done raping the sun, all that stuff pulls away. Now, my concern is this area. See the intensity and the brightness of this? It's getting wider, bigger, brighter. Okay, so let's just go out on a limb here and say our next event is going to come from this area. It will be, let's do the time frame gap from there to there. Whoa, don't you mess with me. I'm taking measurements, damn it. Oh, I need a ruler or something. Or just any point of reference will work. Oh, come on. Anything. All right. Well, use my physics notes that we've all been taking here. Our list. I'm going to do this real quick. So, right about here, around there, off the chart. Okay, see where my finger's pointing? Right around here, we're going to have another flare, okay? Depending on the speed of it, because this one was a slow-moving one. Well, this one's slow-moving looks like, too. So, yeah, I'm going to say the distance between here to here, and that distance from here to here or wherever now. No, wait, I mismeasured. I was measuring the whole gap. I need to, oh, man, give me something. Okay, that's perfect. So, right about there, okay? Well, right about here, okay? In that time frame, tomorrow, we're going to have another flare, okay? Because something's happening with these. These things that they're coming in, they're giving the sun a heart attack, all right? And then as they hit it, and they rape it on the way out, okay? All right, let's go deeper. Let's just click on this instrument and take it to the more intense graph that a lot of people think that I'm stealing their material or whatever. I'm simply using this instrument more thoroughly than I have before. And now we are frozen up. Isn't that awesome? Let's back out of this. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Here is our latest little dip right here. This red line. The blue reacted too. It went like off, not off the page, but it just like broke right here, this little line. You know what? You guys aren't getting close enough to you. And we can't zoom in, so I got to do it this way. So take a look at those lines for a minute. You see how the blue one is broken down below? You see how this red one takes a dive? It's not a complete spike like the other ones. I don't know. But there's our new little dip right there, okay? And we're climbing out of it. All right, let me plug my audience back in. Shake them around a little bit. Oh, come on, this plug. Old equipment, broken phone, broken computer, and I still managed to pull it off. All right, thank you, Lord. So let's go back to the instrument one more time. Come over here. So you guys are all witnessing the Twilight Zone here. It almost looks like a TW almost effect here, or an M. I don't know. And if we're going along at this pace, these are evenly spaced. Are we going to get another dip that was over here off the page? That's what I was measuring, was these troughs. Are we going to get a trough right around? Thank you. Sorry about that little attack there. All right, back to where I was. Yeah, so I'm following this pattern. We're going to see a spike right around here. If we continue in this pattern, we'll see another trough, another spike, whatever, okay? But right now, what we are seeing is the oddest behavior from the sun I have ever seen, okay? Something is wrong with the sun. That's what this tells you. This is, like I said, the Schumann, the heartbeat for the sun. This is the GOES X-ray flux. This is the sun's core inside of its shell, spinning around, generating an electromagnetic field. That electromagnetic field, like the one on our Earth, is the corona of the sun. That's the electric field, the corona that's sparkling and crackling out at the outer rim of the sun, is generated by the core of the sun spinning in its shell, just like the Earth. That's what this instrument is showing you, is the sun's heartbeat, okay? And what the sun's heartbeat is doing is very, very disturbing. There. Page is not clear. There we go. I stick my hand in there and take it out of focus all the time. It's my bad. I got to use this little guy better. I'm just left-handed, and I use both hands, but I like pointing with this one, so my bad. Oh, we are not done here. We'll come back to it in a little bit. I got more to show you. So here's our impact right now, hitting the Earth right around between Africa, out there in the Indian Ocean, all right? Our flare was an M8.6, almost a 9, almost an X, all right? That's what it's showing you right there. And I am glad I was wrong. I'm glad it wasn't an X flare. We cannot stand any more of this anymore. Okay, so I am thankful it was just an 8.6. I would love to be wrong on that, okay? But we're not. We're not, okay? And by the measurements, if this was an 8.6 caused by what, let's say this was an 8.6, right? So we have let's just do opposite and equal reaction, right? For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. For every time I forgive you, I get attacked by a demon, okay? So stop making me forgive you guys. No, that's what I was saying. I was trying to say this. Sorry. I jumped from list to list. I'm sorry. The opposite and equal reaction in this. So however far down this went caused the other reaction, okay? So this one wasn't as deep. It's a little wider. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe just a longer heart attack, not so severe. I don't know. Felt pretty gnarly. That's all I know. Anyways, we're going to have the rebound. And however deep this goes is however high that one's going to react. It didn't go as deep and as hard as this one did, so I'm expecting the reaction to be not as high or as intense. I may be wrong. That one had a strong magnetic field. It could kick out anything, you guys, okay? Really, to be honest, I'm worried it could kick out anything, okay? I'm not trying to Chicken Little the sky is falling. I'm showing you the sun is falling, okay? Okay, hang on here. Let me take a sip. back out properly so we can go over to here now, okay? Because this is a lot more important lately. As these things impact the Earth, this is the impact on our electromagnetic shell from the blast from the sun, okay? From these inbound things that I was telling you was going to come between the 27th and 28th, right? And here it is. Ta-da! That's why I came over here to show you that we predicted this stuff together, didn't we, folks? Now you see our little descent here, okay, which is good news. All right, I would love to stay in the green, and usually it's just these little tiny little guys, little small stuff. There's nothing to report on, so I don't come over here and report on this because it doesn't. Only when it's doing this stuff, okay. So now that we have, now that we have our next trough that caused our second trough caused this reaction. There was another reaction from the first trough. It wasn't as intense. This one is the second trough. Pretend here's the trough right here. Then here's our CME, the peak of our activity. Then it goes down into another trough. We just hit the bottom of that trough right as I started the stream, right? Now, what's going to happen, folks? What's going to happen over here? We're going to see this, aren't we? Right over here now, okay? This is not too hard to predict, okay? It's really quite simple. You just got to be observant and know what you're dealing with, okay? So I'm just trying to guide you guys through this, okay? I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm not here to show you I'm right, they're wrong, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You choose to believe who you choose to believe. I'm over here trying to warn you. That's all I do. That's my job. All right, back to this one. Here was this Browns streak we had, right? Okay. This is the intense part of this up here. Ooh, can we just get both in the screen at the same time? Okay. Get a little bit better. All right. So, these are corresponding, right? Okay. This is a reaction to the second trough, right? So what do you think's going to happen over here when we have that? We already have a third trough that just hit, right? So we're going to have more brown stripes here in the future, more purple stripes here in the future. I swear to God, here in the next day when this one comes in, I'll be reporting on another one of these, okay? I pray that I'm wrong. I'm not here to scare you. I was not planning on doing this with my life. Okay? All of a sudden, my life took a violent swerve and forced me down this one-way dead-end road. So while I'm on this kamikaze mission, not suicidal, don't think that. This is more of a kamikaze mission. I know I'm going to die, and I have to do my best to deliver the package to the target, if you understand my metaphors. Help me, God, I'm doing it again. All right, let's just zoom in on this. This is not working properly. It's skipping and jumping, and it's not showing anything. There was a small one coming off the backside of here, but the two inbound waves, they erased. Oh, this is our new one right here. Okay, so it's going in front of the Earth. We go in this direction. Shit, I need to zoom in. I'm starting to do it again. Lord help me. All right, this one is going right in front of the Earth. We travel in this direction around the sun. This little circle indicates our orbit, okay? The sun is going this way, or the Earth is going this way around the sun. The sun also rotates in that direction. You can tell that by the spirals, okay? This one is going out right in front of us, okay? So we are bound to get another one, okay? This is Earth directed. Right out in front of us. It's not a direct impact, but it's right out in front of us. We're going to get another effect from this new one. Okay. Let me zoom back out. I need to slow down for a minute. I didn't even really get a chance to check this instrumentation thoroughly. I just got done with work, popped the computer on, and line up all my sites and start going to town. I gotta pick out an intro and do all that all in 5 minutes while trying to eat. I can't even eat anymore, you guys. This just sucks. All right, where was I going? We're going here. That's where we're going. Anybody having trouble eating and sleeping out there? Oh my God, I can't sleep. I can't eat. All right, let's go back to the not that one. We want the sulfur dioxide. Okay, you guys getting a little chemistry lesson along the way too, huh? Okay, let's go over to America. Oh boy. Here we go again. This is still just bleeding profusely. This whole half of the country. It's firing up again in this zone, all right? We're having this hot spot over here by Salt Lake City, around the Bay Area. Excuse me. Demon coming out. All right. Oh. Right here at the Bay Area, we got activity. I'm a little alert for the Bay Area. You guys stay on your toes. Be prepared for anything right now, okay? We're in the friggin' Twilight Zone now, okay? As we get over here, this whole area is just a mess. I don't even know what to say. You guys just take a peek, look at it, study it closely. I am going to have an anxiety attack. Let me have a freaking cigarette. I'll be right back. Just take a... My screen is blurry. Is that better? Let me pull back a little bit. I'm zoomed in, so that's what might be. If I back out a little bit, is that better? Okay, the screen is fine. Please tilt the screen this way. Yeah, I know. It sucks, you guys. I have the worst technology in the world to work. I have the most important job, and I have the worst technology. I hate to deal with this. All right. Okay. Yeah, just give me a second here. I think it looks okay to me, too. Ow! I'm going to take a drag real quick. Ow, please. Help me with this. It's dumping out here. It's a freaking blizzard. We're getting twice the amount of snow we were called for. My ass is sore from shoveling and snow blowing with a broken leg and a broken shoulder. That ain't easy. All right. Okay. Did you guys take a little peek at this while I was gone? Was anybody paying attention to their part of the country? I'll zoom in a little further there for you. You guys are bleeding profusely. And not only are you bleeding sulfur dioxide, you are also bleeding nitrogen dioxide, okay? This is what mixes with the air and turns into acid rain. Same with the sulfur as well, okay? The sulfur, this are particulates as well, okay? Now we have this huge plume of particulates to form water droplets, okay? More water, okay? This is seeping from the ground because of the pressure underneath, pushing this up. There's lava right underneath this. All that's in between this is the crust and the lava is a little pocket of gas, and it's squeezing all the gas out of the pockets, okay? That's what you're looking at. You're seeing these gas pockets being extinguished or evacuated or like pushed out by pressure underneath, okay? Let's go over here to China. Big trouble in little China. They are the bad boys. Let's just say I'm not too happy with them right now, okay? And they're being punished in ways that You cannot imagine. I am not done with that country by a long shot. Now, over here, we still have our activity going over here in Saudi Arabia, but what concerns me most is up here in Turkey. They are still they're a mess. You know, if they could just get their shit together, they wouldn't have this problem. Same with the rest of the world. But let's take a look at Europe here. I know there's some Europeans in my chat or whatever. Spain it was looking good, but you're starting to have activity. This new inbound wave is putting more pressure underneath, pushing up, okay? So this is flaring up again, okay? It's like a flare up that I get. What you're kind of looking at is me bleeding profusely. This is what my internals feel like right now, like I'm bleeding profusely. Okay? So over here, Peru still just tattered and all the way down Chile, okay? Something big's going to happen here. See this apex point? Ooh, God. You see this apex point right here? And you see the hot spot right there? All right, let me just point out the obvious. Hello? I think there might be an earthquake coming there. I'm not an earthquake forecaster, but I see signs. Okay? And Mexico is a mess. Cuba is a mess. Everybody that comes against God is a mess, aren't they? Aren't they? Look at these other religions over here. Wonder what's going on. Yeah, I think you guys have figured it out. Couple of people saw the big picture, and I can hear my name in your prayers. Just a few people. I've only heard my name a few times in a real friggin' prayer. Anyway, where was I going? I was going to show you that this is not pollution. This is pollution, okay? Here's China and their polluting ways. Yes, let's send all our energy production over to a country that doesn't even manage their pollution. We're a bunch of geniuses, aren't we? No, we're a bunch of cowards for not standing up and saying anything about it. This is a country who teams up with Democrats to, unleash bioweapons so they can steal elections. Oh, there, I said it. I said it. All right, I want the sulfur because I want to check out my brothers over here in the Wahoo. My surfers. Where's my surfers? Anybody in this chat surf? Probably not. I get a weird crowd. But you guys are the elite. You know it now, don't you? I told you that a while ago and you thought, I was just joking. Does it look like I'm joking now? Yeah, I don't think so. Somebody did. Thank you. I felt it. I heard it. I got relief. You know what I really got? I got the full-on barrage of attacks, baby. I was ready for it, too. I told you, bring it on. Bring it. You're only doing more damage to yourself. You're coming up against a master, so don't even try. I will make an example out of you in front of the whole world. Yeah, I will. So just be careful what you say to me or your comments. A lot of you guys are really kind-hearted people, but I get some competitor channels that come over here trying to talk smack about me taking their idea. Their idea? Excuse me? All right, I've had enough of talking. I am reporting. We got to come over and look at our polar jet. Tonight's polar jet. What do you think it's going to look like this year? Oh, boy. What is going on now? Give me the winds. Give me the winds. There we go. There we go. Holy smokes. All right, we still got our split polar vortex going on. I have to vent. I have found that if I don't vent, I get attacked even more. That's what my psychiatrist was for, right? But they don't listen or believe. And my last attempt that I went to yesterday ended up in a demon attack because he didn't believe me. And I saw it coming. It's all good. It just broke the windshield of my truck is all. No big deal. Sorry. I was venting again, wasn't I? All right. Back to reporting. What I'm concerned about here is the backward flow, okay? But what is nice, it is way up higher. Before it was dropping down and it was coming across America at middle America, right here, right? Look how further north it's gone. So some good news there, all right? Some good news there. Unfortunately, it's probably going to have an opposite and equal reaction on the other side. So let's go see what's happening to them, shall we? Oh, looky, looky. They're in a heap of trouble over here. This area is going to... Well, actually, it's not pulling cold air down anymore. Our inflow for this is coming from way over here. It's coming from way back here, going all the way around and up into this. Okay? Our inflow is. Then it does almost an S-type pattern. Comes up and goes up and around this. This one is dominant, dude. This thing is... Look at that. Stare into the eye. Yeah. That's some intense vortex there. And its position has changed. See, right here, I don't know if you can see on the camera, right here is the top of the world with the X, okay? Here's the first little circle, not the Arctic Circle, but this is just offset by a little bit. Here's our center, and here's the center of the globe, okay? Now, the center of rotation for this one is way, way off of the pole, okay? The geographical pole. That's what that is, the geographical pole. This might be going around our magnetic pole, because our magnetic pole has been traveling, and I think it was traveling over in this direction. Nope. No, I think it was traveling over towards Russia, because it was going to meet up in Indonesia. So, our split vortex still is causing some different weather patterns, is what we need to say. Different weather patterns. And then we're going to drop down to the jet stream, the upper jet, okay? That last one was the troposphere. Now we're in the mesosphere, okay? And look how just warped and twisted and gnarled this is. Usually we want to see a nice smooth stream around here, not this jagged ups and downs and pockets and just vortices. And let's go back to America. Oh, whoa. Take the world and turn it around, won't we? So we have this cold air coming down from Alaska, dropping way south still, and dishing it up to Mexico and Southern California. I'm up here and around Tahoe, and it is a dumping. We will be snowbound. What else? Oh. Also, this upper jet is taking moist air from down here with cold air from here. It's pre-slamming it together and throwing it right across here, okay? You guys in this area, your tornado season is gonna fire up, all right? I pray that I'm wrong, but I want you guys in this area to find your best weatherman local and stay on top of your weather. We now have storms that can form out of nowhere and disappear, right? So you never know what's coming next, especially with this type of jet stream, okay? We might see tornadoes here in like Southern Cal or Mexico. This combining of cold and warm usually happens over the midsection of the country. So we have seen a shift, move back, and dare I say, watch out for tornadoes in Southern Cal? Okay. Or in Mexico, going across here, coming right at Texas and Oklahoma and this whole area, as if the leakage and the gases, now you got this, and you guys must have messed up pretty good out there, huh? All right. How do we do this? Let's just take a little lower peak. Nah, we don't need that. One more thing. Let's see if we can get to these particulates here. Where's the microns? Hey, I'm looking for. There's 10 microns. Let's go right here. This would be also particulates coming from the sulfur. Okay, these are the particulates, not the gas, but the particulates from the sulfur. Okay, let me take the wind away real quick. Okay, so we've got this particulate matter in the air, okay? This particulate matter, this is matter, okay? This is like really fine dust particles, and we are down to 1 micron, okay? We're going right at the main kind of stuff. Up here in British Columbia, look at this. There's a little hot spot. Is there some kind of volcano in this area, you guys? Something is emitting a lot of particulates from that region. There's a lot of matter being spewed from the ground there, if you know what I mean. Over here, you guys are probably concerned about this area. A lot of you people, some kind of emission right here. This could be a manufacturing plant because our pollution I can't switch. Well, I can switch back to the pollution, but I'm pretty sure this particulate matter is coming from subsurface, okay? And then getting pushed up through the surface to, up through the cracks and the pores and the little perforations in our crust. So we have a lot of particulate matter coming off the U.S., the eastern half of the U.S., our zone, and then let's go over to our nasty China here. Look at there. See, they're pumping out sulfur and pollution, and it just puts all this mass of particulates in the air. All those go across the Pacific Ocean and come down as acid rain. Okay, so the West Coast, even though we're not getting this, we're going to be expecting acid rain. Same with Hawaii, all these places that are east of these bastards. If you only knew my frustration. Okay, so we got a lot of particulates coming out of this right here. Something else is going on in Africa. Okay. Here's a couple of hot spots here. I don't know if there's a volcano that's erupting here, possibly, probably. More coming out of right here before the Yucatan. Look at Cuba. Bunch of Russian boats arrived in Cuba, I heard. Wonder what's going to happen there. All right, check out Java. All right, this is the place I was concerned about. Now we got particulates spewing from this whole island, okay? They're going down. Something going on there. Look at this hot spot. This is freaking out in the water? Or is this an island? This is probably an island. Yep, this little island right here. Oh, my blurry. Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that, folks. All right. Here's this particulates being spewed into the air from this island. Whatever island that is, we have a volcano eruption going on here. And I don't know if the mainstream's reporting it or not, but well, we don't even trust them anymore, do we, folks? The bowl of shit. Oh, yeah, I was going to tell you about that some more. But first, this is just fascinating. This is just... Uh-huh. Okay. I will study this on my own time. Let's take you guys along for the ride. Okay, another team member. Good job. Oops, gonna keep things. I had this pulled up, ready to go. Hang on just a second. Just 5 seconds here. Come on, Lord. Here we go. Bingo. All right. Gotta keep it anonymous. I keep my sources as anonymous as they want to be. If they want to put their skin in the game, right on. If you don't, I don't blame you. Okay, here we go. This is Miss Miller. Miss Miller's fine work. I was talking to her about this difference model. I need a difference model on the C3. Okay, well, I'm always using a difference model on the C2, the red one. This is a perspective further back. Okay, this really gives us a lot more intimate detail of what I need. And remember, we were looking at our object coming out. Actually, this is the 27th. Okay, this was yesterday's event because she hasn't gotten home yet or whatever and checked her instruments yet or what. But this is yesterday's event. Okay, you can see our little object right here. This is the little sperm type looking one. All right. You can see it moving out. There's our object, okay? Over here, you cannot see it, right? It looks like a little fuzzy dot, right? It's just the CME matter material, right? No, it's not. There's a stellar core that's bending light that can't be seen that's hiding in there, but you can sure see it on the difference model, can't you? Think the other frames didn't hold much, but those two sure did. Okay. Oh, that's another one. Here, watch this. Watch this. Miss Miller, you are awesome. And it's not working for me, but... Oh, wait. I can do it this way, can't I? Oh, sneaky, sneaky. All right, first, let me back out and let me fix my mistake. How do I do that? Okay, get back to regular. And then we'll zoom in this way. No, we won't. No. Bear with me, because there was a second object, and I think you guys might be able to see it. There we go. And can we slide it over? Oh, we just do it like this. Can you see our secondary object right here? I did not see that in the first report, okay? I'd seen the activity, but it was so close here that it went out of frame. So now, with the help of our team, we can get a further perspective back to see these objects when they finally emerge from plasma. They're so immersed in plasma by the time they come out of the C2 that shows you this perspective that by the time they emerge, we don't get to see them. That's why having the difference model on the C3 is making all the difference. All right, so secondary object, another object. You can see this round circular shape right here. Can you guys see that shape right there? Let me go just a tad bit better, and I want it more right there, and oh, sorry. I'm trying to get it just right. So you can see the object that's behind this. Okay, there's a bigger object right here. This is the little moon. The little sperm thing and the little tail that was coming off of it was making contact with this object. Okay, there's a bigger object with this little moon. Okay. Okay. All right. So, 3 objects in one little email. Well done, Miss Miller. Well done. Now, we need to come over here to the human. Well, well, well. Give me some focus here. All right, here we go. Guess what happened here? Just what I was saying. We had another inbound wave. It absorbed. The one right here absorbed and caused the brakes to squeak again. Then the brakes released. We absorbed again. Remember I was telling you we were absorbing and I was expecting another squeal? Here's the expected squeal. Okay, the squealing of the brakes. And this one's kind of different. I have yet to even study this yet. I just looked at the 7.83 line. But do you see these three lines right here? Okay. Now, the way this instrument detects these, it makes me believe that this lower line here, whoopsie, I'm not even in the frame. This lower line where we've seen a lot of readings, right? I believe some kind of barrier. It might be a barrier of density in the lava. Okay, it could be the transition zone. It could be where the crust stops and the plasma meets. Okay, because these are squeals coming from the core, right? The higher pitched squeals right next to the core would be the higher frequencies. As it travels up through magma and up through dense material, the waves slow down and get lower in frequency. All right? Then, as they travel through denser matter, the crust, which would be up here towards the surface, you get these squeaks and pops manifesting and emitting from the surface of the planet. They go up to the atmosphere and bounce off as echoes. And that's what this instrument detects, are echoes from the bouncing off the atmosphere. The harmonic echoes that are created by our core grinding inside its shell. All right, that's the 7.83. So the human is giving us the heartbeat of the Earth. Okay, the goes X-ray flux is giving us the heartbeat of the sun. Okay, pretty simple stuff. Not too hard to figure out, really. I mean, it's basic stuff, but everybody has their own ideas. Oh, it's this, it's that, it's Mother Nature's, whatever. However you believe is what you believe. That's fine. I'm just trying to show you what I know. And we are still green. We're still going green after the brakes have been applied. So I'm just so thankful, okay? When I see this stuff, I really get concerned that we're going to have a stoppage of the core again, okay? We're already going forward in reverse, and we will continue to go that way for the rest of time now, because that's the natural way the core wants to spin. We have been super spinning or over-rotating in the wrong direction this whole time. Now that we've slowed down, the sun has grabbed a hold of the core and is now counter-rotating it the proper direction it should have been going the whole time. See, these astrophysicists didn't realize the super rotation that was going on with the Earth. It shouldn't have been rotating that direction going around the sun in the direction it is. It should be counter-rotating according to the direction it's going around the sun. I could show you with a magnet experiment, but I don't have my lab anymore. Oh, man. You know, it's so frustrating. Groundbreaking stuff. No lab anymore, no computer, no. Brian, you're complaining. Stop doing that. Let me hook the audience back up here real quick. Sorry, I have to unplug you back in just to get to one instrument. Wouldn't it be nice if I had a professional studio and a professional lab and I could really bring you guys the full picture? I got a whole nother second picture that I can't do because of copyright infringements. Do something copyright. I'll tell you later. Let's get on with business, shall we? Here we are at the we're at the GFS model, sorry. And got our date and time up here. It's 10 p.m., February 28th. I'm going to put this loop. This is our current conditions. Right now, I'm around this area up to my ass in snow. About that deep, okay? And I'm just going to start this. I got to step away again for a minute. And I'll let you guys just watch a little loop play here. You can take a peek up at the times according to... There we go. Oh, you guys, that's going to intensify. Ours intensified, just like I said it would. Did your guys' out here? Did your storm produce? Because I just got home. I haven't even checked the news or the weather or anything. All right, just look at that for a minute. I'm going to take another drag. I have another attack. Oh, yeah. It's a good thing I got lots of gas for my snowblower. You guys might want to have your snowblowers tuned and get gas for your snowblowers. Ow. I'll tell you what, the Christmas lights I still got up, they sure look pretty in the snowstorm. It still looks like Christmas. I didn't get to enjoy Christmas, so I get to do it later on in the year. Okay, back to serious business here. We have death-defying weather coming all over the place. This is the end of the loop, so we'll pause right there. Here we are, the opening frame, 10 p.m. Pacific time, February 28th. Current conditions as we do this stream. You can make your according time adjustments. I'll do one here for you. We are currently, this right now is 11:26 my time. So, or 11:20 my time. So we're 11, 12, 1... So 2 o'clock right now. All right. So as we go, this moves south and hits Arizona. Okay. So you people in Arizona, hold on for some snow. The snow that we just got, instead of going this way, is going down. You comprende? Okay. Now as we continue, now this band has formed right here. This is concerning because, oh, that's not the one. Okay, that one, we did have a band there that moved out. So, quick little brief. This is the one that concerns me. This storm now has done its uppercut, and like Mike Tyson, ready to knock somebody out. It's just barreling in like a bull in a china shop, just going to wreak havoc on the entire East Coast, you guys. And that frame right there is March 3rd at 4 p.m. Pacific. That would be for 7 p.m. on March 3rd, you guys. You got a couple days to prepare for this, okay? And I would prepare for this. I'm not trying to sensationalize stuff. I'm not trying to over dramatize stuff. I am showing you your ass is in trouble, okay? In big trouble. Look at this ice just going right into New York and the DC area. Look like good. They got it coming. DC area at least. The District of Columbia. As another storm moves in over here, West Coast just getting pummeled. All right, we just got our asses handed to us, and we're getting more, okay? And more, and more. More snow up here for you guys. As another low comes up and sneaks into the area, doing more icing, okay, as we continue. Another snow event here in the mid-plains or whatever, as another moves in, okay? Here we go, West Coast. All right, we're gonna be experiencing flooding way before this in California, along the Sierras. You guys are gonna be flooded out already, and then we got more coming. So, get a boat and a snorkel. How about that? Get a boat or a snorkel or some scuba gear. Learn how to sail so you can sail out of there. How about that? Got a kayak, you can paddle out of it. because they're just getting pummeled. Look at the West Coast here. Just boom, boom, wave after wave. Let's back up a little bit and watch this storm just come in and boom, 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 boom. Pummel it, okay? Over here. This is going to be wet for you guys. This storm now is moving. I have a feeling it's going to change drastically from this point. Once this storm passes the West Coast, it shows it moving up here, kind of. We'll see. This is 16 days out. It's not set in stone, but I would prepare you folks right here in this frame on the 3rd of March, right here. This is the event I'm a little concerned about for you East folk right here. Boom, that event. That event starts down in Texas and Oklahoma with a bunch of tornadoes starting around 4 p.m. Pacific on March 2nd, okay? Probably tornado outbreak of maybe epic proportions right in this area. As it continues, it's going to grow in strength as it goes across, oh my goodness, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, right into Indiana. It's just going to rape Indiana and Ohio. Then it comes along and punishes New York, takes out some politicians in D.C., and then wipes the country clean as a new wave moves in. Okay, so lots of dangerous weather, all side effects of the inbound object causing this stuff. I've been telling you for years. Now for tonight's gem. Are you ready for tonight's gem? It was going to be part of our report, but it's no longer red. But if we come over here and scroll down, ooh, what do we have here? A 6.5, Papua New Guinea. Bingo. Let's go click on this, please. Lord, give me it. All right, there we go. I'm looking for more. I'm looking for the satellite view. Close that. Let's zoom in. Okay. Are you shitting me? That's right where that volcano was going off. Remember I pointed to that hot spot? I bet you we have a earthquake / volcano going off right here. 6.5, and what's the depth? 598? Oh no. That's a deep quake. Does anybody watch Dutch Sense? Do you guys know what a deep quake does? Do you understand that this is way down deep? Okay, it's good. It didn't hurt anybody too much at the surface, but this is going to trigger a chain reaction in this whole area. I bet you Dutch will go live. He might be live right now. Anybody tell him about this yet? Okay, because this just popped up when I was going live, and I was going to make it part of the report, but it's tonight's gem, okay? So here's our gem. Deep earthquake, deep earthquake, 598, almost 600 kilometers deep. And not just a deep 5. This is a friggin' 6.5 deep earthquake. Dutch will tell you. Listen to him closely. It's going to be bigger at the surface. These traveling quakes, as they fill in the gaps, are going to be bigger than the 6.5 that was underneath. So, we all know which way they travel. If you watch Dutch, they travel this direction, they travel that direction. They spread out from the middle point, going in all directions from the center, okay? It's going to travel down this fault. It's going to set off stuff over here, possibly. It's going to travel down this fault. It's going to set off stuff over here. It's going to travel up this, and it's going to set off shit right over here at Japan. All right, and we're already seeing quakes in Japan. That's a 5.2 there at Japan. And where is that on our list compared to the 5? Oh, we haven't seen any residual quakes since the 6.5, okay? If you're watching over here, on my left, over here where I'm pointing, 6.5, this is the big quake deep right here, okay? Let's get this all lined up just right. Okay. Deep quake right here, 6.5 at 600 kilometers. I'm just going to round up because that is 600 kilometers. All right, that's not even close to 500. That's 598.9. What's one more is all we need? 1.1. Let's call it 6. 6.5 at 600 kilometers deep. Going to spread out in this region, causing chain reaction quakes all down the line. It's going to send pressure across this to this apex point that I pointed out earlier. See this little quake? I bet you this is like a little foreshock of something to come. 4.1 in Chile. Is that on the list here above this quake? Where's this one? Okay, so everything above this quake, oh boy, let's just go up this real quick. 3.2 in Puerto Rico. Okay. The Alaska. All right. I need this one. That's another Alaska. Another Alaska. The 4.1 was down here. So this may have already caused pressure and is causing quakes here because we've had 2 quakes over here in Puerto Vallarta or Puerto Rico. Since we've had, oh dear, what's this? Uh-oh. All right, you see this, guys? This just showed up. 3.4 at the geysers. The geysers are a volcanic formation releasing pressure. We're seeing a quake at a pressure point release site just north of the bay where we're having all the sulfur emissions and stuff. Watch out, guys. With this new pressure coming, we might see a quake in this area. Okay? Okay? We just had a big, deep quake, and we're seeing the quakes that happen after this going up the list could be, they are not necessarily are, but could be residual from the big one down low because it's not necessarily traveling across the plate because it's so deep. It's traveling from underground too, coming out at an angle from the center point. If I could show you on the globe, how it can travel faster through the planet than across the crust. In fact, I got to do that right now, so bear with me. I got to light up my globe real quick. My footstool here. Ow! No, the other light. Let there be light. There we go. Oh boy. Let me just do a little demonstration here for you guys so you understand why I think that could be. All right. Where's our quake? Our quake's right here in the middle of this. Yeah, right there. And our residual's right there. Okay. Now, where's the camera going to be? How do I set a camera there? Or am I going to have to hold it? Bear with me just for a second, you guys. I'm setting up a physics display right here. I don't have my lab, so I just got to do it this way. Dang people, man. Ruined my life because you wouldn't look, and now I have to do this. All right. I'm just going to take the camera out. All right, so we just had this quake here, all right? It's after the deep quake, okay? Now, I'm going to pull you guys over here. I just going to have to do it this way. All right. So, let's come over to here. Here's our quake loads. Okay. Our quake was in here. If it travels across the surface, it has to go all the way over here, right? But if I stuck this pointer through the globe, all right, down through the crust, I'm shoving it, I'm taking it, and I'm poking it through the planet, all right, and coming out over here. It's a much, see my pointer? All right, let me give you perspective. All right, we're under the earth now. We're going from one point to the other with the length of my pointer. through the planet. It's a lot quicker that way than if we went like this to that point, picked it up, and went like this to this point. It's like 1.5 long, right? So it takes a lot longer for it to travel across the surface than it does to travel through the planet. So we're seeing residuals, I believe, from our quake here, right here, like my thing, going through the planet, coming out over here, and putting pressure over here, causing earthquakes. Okay, all right. That's enough of shaking you guys around. Let's put you back in the tripod. All right. So tonight's gem, we have a deep 6.5, causing residual quakes already. Okay, and we have what, another third bound wave coming in, right? And another CME coming, right? So hold on tight, folks. We're about to rock and roll. I think my frustration is now playing out. Alrighty, well, what else did I want to say about the gem? Let's go pull back and look around the world a little bit here real quick. Okay, so I'm worried about the couscous plate right here, especially with this quake. This pressure is going to go straight into that. It's going to go straight into this plate and straight into this plate. We're going to see earthquakes probably along this fault line right here, okay? We're going to see earthquakes up in Alaska, which we already showed you were happening since, and all along the Juan de Fuca. Pressure coming into the Juan de Fuca right now. Pressure coming in down here right now. Having an earthquake just north of San Francisco right now. We are going south along the San Andreas. I'd watch out along San Andreas. You people down here in LA, boy, you got pressure coming your way, okay? Ask Dutch, he'll tell you. He's no dummy. You guys should be listening to him. Hopefully you do. Now, if you could just get a hold of my information, I could help him progress as well. 5.2 in China, that's a shallow one. I'm looking for... All right, let's go back to the list. Was there a foreshock in that area? No. But, oh, that's what I want to do. There we go. Thank you, Lord. The Lord helps me in so many ways. He's such an awesome God. All right, let me turn off this background lighting. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Where were we with the particulates? I think that's where it was. Right here. Right where our 6.5 is, I believe. Let's go compare. Okay, that's that one. We're right off the tip of this island. This little tip is pointing at our island out here. See this little island right here? I have a feeling this might be our volcano, this going off right here. So let's pull back. Okay. We're off of Java here. We're going up to this island, and it has this long finger that comes out and points to this area. I want to go back to the earthquake map. I want to come over to this. Okay, so that's not our epicenter, or that's not our volcano going off, because here's Java, here's that island with the weird thing. Let me zoom in a little harder for you guys. All right, here's the island with the weird finger coming out, and our little island was right here, right at the tip of my arrow, where we were seeing our emissions coming from. And we've had two quakes in the area. This one being a 5.1 at a depth of 70. That's on the flank of this volcano. This one is 4.5 at 57. 57 and 70 at depth, 57 and 70 at depth. This is pressure causing earthquakes, causing emissions coming from this. I'm not sure if it's volcanic explosion, but there are emissions coming from that island. The big quake, as we pan back, okay, we're still right here with our emissions. Our big quake is just right over here. This whole region is in big trouble. Okay, let's go in on this. I want to see right where this struck. Did this strike on a little island or something next to a volcano? Or it sure did. You see this volcano right here? This is on the flank of this volcano, at the base of this volcano. The depth on this, like I said, was deep. Okay, so we have magma moving at depth, causing earthquakes on the flank of this volcano. Okay? Oh shit, you guys can't see it. Fuck, my bad. Pardon my language. I'm in excruciating torment right now. Ah, this whole time I did all that explaining. All right, back to it now. So, we have a deep 6.5. That's magma moving way down deep at the depth of 600 kilometers, okay? And that magma is moving down there, causing an earthquake on the flank of this volcano. There is magma moving up the chamber of this volcano, all right? Enough to cause a 6.5 earthquake, all right? I doubt if there's a tsunami from this because it's so deep, okay? But what's going to happen is now there's going to be the residual quakes up at the surface that are possibly stronger than a 6.5. This is the low quake. It usually produces something a magnitude stronger at the surface, a magnitude or possibly more. So we're talking 7.5 to a possible 8 at the surface around this region, causing tsunami. Okay, so I am going to tell you right now, I am going to put out a tsunami alert, okay, before an earthquake, before the next earthquake, okay? I'm predicting a big earthquake in this region. I don't know where. It's going to be along these fault lines probably, okay? It could skip a spot and pop out here and hit Japan. It could jump a spot. It's already gone through the planet and it's caused a residual quake here at the Bay Area and over here at this site. Okay, I'm almost sure these are residual quakes from that. That's a deep quake, very big, and that's exactly what I would expect to see. Okay, so it took the straight shot through the planet right there. Bing, right? Instead of going along the surface that's curved, that takes longer to go like this. Actually, when you take a flat map, you take a curved surface and you lay it flat, a straight line is actually an arc. Okay, this, when you try to do this on a globe, is an arc. It's a straight line on a flat map, but it's an arc on a globe. It's an arc on a flat map, but straight on a globe. So the energy took the most direct route from down below, boom, directly there. And what I'm worried about now is any residual quakes in this area. If we have another deep, if this causes more deep earthquakes, we could see more residual quakes in the zones that we had just seen them at already. Boy, ain't that a gem, huh? Boy. Okay, so maybe I will have to come back later with an earthquake report. I will be watching this instrument like a hawk all night now. I wasn't getting much sleep anyway, so at least I got something to do. Is Miss Miller in the room? Our Secretary of Defense? Oh, is she not? She gets credit for her great little, her great reporting, or not reporting, but her, oh, never mind. I'm not going to do it. I can't do that. Sorry. But thank everybody in the group, in the chat. Thank Miss Miller for her contribution to the team here. And you guys, I put my email in the last video, and you guys can email me whatever, like picks, instruments, links to instruments. I'm looking for stuff that's off of the lists that you see happening in the news. If you see an article that, hey, the storm went backward here, or something off the list happened and it was captured in the news, send me that article or send a link or something, and I'll give you credit and we'll put you on the show too, okay? Because this is a team, you guys. I can't do this alone anymore. I'm a one-man army, and I'm taking on the universe, and it's an impossible task. I need some followers. I need some help, okay? So you guys are on the right team, and I just love your help and your prayers is all, okay? And for you guys that don't like me, go ahead and talk all the stuff you want. Bring it, please, because I have been born for this. I have been through this my whole life. I got a thick shell, so I can take it. Okay? So leave your comments, please. I love positive and negative as well, all right? You're all awesome. I love you all. Might have to use a little tough love on some of you, but it's for your own good, okay? I love you all. I think I can't do much more right now. I'm exhausted, so let me rebound here, check a few instruments, and see what breaking stuff will come out of this evening, because we are in the middle of a process right now. Let's just give you let's close out with this image right here, because this is the friggin' Twilight Zone, baby. I've never seen this instrument do this before, okay? That's the sun having a heart attack, okay? Maybe, no, that's about it for right now. Ow. Okay, that's it. Yeah, I'm done. Okay, sorry, folks. I gotta go. I love you all. I'll try to come back with a new, a little update here in a little while. I gotta get some relief.